With the 2025 school year underway, everyone is starting to get used to the rhythm of getting up, heading to the bus stops, and watching their kids begin their days. But it's important for all families in Greater West Bloomfield to be aware of the importance of school bus safety and making sure that both parents and their kids are following important rules. Here to tell us more are the General Manager of Durham School Services, Tanja Thomas, and Safety and Training Supervisor, Sheila Burns. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Glad to have you both with us. Very, very important conversation, especially around this time of the year. Tanja, I'm going to start with you. As the new school year begins, what would you say are the top safety reminders you'd like to share with both students and with parents?
One thing, a couple of things we like to share with our parents is be alert around the school bus. Never pass a school bus that is loading and unloading our students, and communicate and stay connected with our district and our transportation, and always know your pickup and drop off times. We at the district have a bus app, which is Bus Zone, that is accurate in following the school bus, so our students never have to worry about where the bus is. So always communicate, and we'll all be on the same page.
All great resources to make sure that families are up to date on where the bus is and making sure that schedules are being followed. Now, Sheila,
Absolutely.
It's also important for not just for families to be aware of this information, but also for the drivers who are alongside the road every day, who are trying to get to work, that have to navigate around these school buses. What steps should drivers take to ensure that they're following proper safety laws around school buses?
Yeah, some of the common violations that we see are drivers running red lights that are flashing and, trying to get out around the school bus because they know it's going to be stopping. When the alternate yellow lights are flashing, they're trying to speed around and beat the bus. The best practice is just to, if you see the lights flashing, is to slow down and prepare to stop, because that school bus is getting ready to stop and pick up kids. You never know what area or where kids are coming from. So if you see the lights flashing, the best practice is to prepare to stop.
What would you say are maybe some of the...
Also,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Also,
No, go for it.
When approaching a bus stop that does have its red lights on, it's the idea is to stop at least 20 feet from that bus. So
20 feet from the bus. Yes, important information for everyone to be aware of. What would you say are maybe some of the most common safety violations that drivers tend to make around buses, and how can they be prevented?
The common safety violations would be running the red lights, brushing up on traffic laws, as far as school bus safety. And never, it doesn't hurt to always, get a reminder. You always want to drive safe speeds when you're near schools or in a school speed zone. You want to make sure that you're following those safety speeds. It's just being aware of what is going on around you can help prevent a lot of accidents. So. Just being more aware.
That's absolutely right. That is the most important thing for everybody to remember, especially when you're out on the road and a lot of stuff's happening. Make sure you know where everything is and make sure that you're not causing any accidents. Tanja, I'm going to jump over to you. How are bus drivers trained to handle emergencies or unexpected situations that might arise during their bus routes?
So all our drivers are trained thoroughly. During the summertime, we have our drivers come in for safety meetings, training, CPR, first aid, any type of disaster training. They are trained with steps in how to have a great outcome.
All right, good to know that the bus drivers are up to date with all of this. with all this information and to make sure that they are ready for the school year. And are there any new safety protocols or technologies being implemented on the school buses for this year?
Not on our school buses, but we do, if a lot of parents is not aware of our white sticker on the side of the bus, it is a $500 fine if any parents step on our buses. So we like to get that out there to our parents that if they have questions and they want to speak to the driver, just either call transportation and we can answer all the questions we can, or go to the driver's side window before stepping on the school bus. We don't want our parents to get fined the $500.
Absolutely not. $500. That is a pretty hefty fine and definitely something that everybody should be made aware of. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, I'm talking with the general manager and the safety training supervisor with Durham School Services, Tanja Thomas and Sheila Burns, talking about school bus safety, especially as the 2025 school year is currently underway. Now, Sheila, what role would you say parents can play in teaching their children about how to safely get on and off the school bus and about just proper bus etiquette altogether?
Parents, they play a vital role in teaching their students school bus safety. They're role models. Students look to their parents to help guide them to the bus and ensure, parents should ensure that kids understand the safety rules, such as, not running after a school bus if they've missed the bus stop, making sure that they're looking before, they cross the road to get on the bus, that they're boarding one at a time, that they're using the handrails and sitting down. There are many bus rules that parents can help reiterate at home that will make the ride safer for the student. So, setting a good example and speaking with your student about proper, bus safety, it will really help kids have a safe bus ride. So.
That's absolutely right. And what should children do if maybe there's a scenario where they're feeling unsafe or they're experiencing bullying while riding on the bus?
We try to make sure everyone is aware that they can approach the bus driver at any time and let the bus driver know that they're having an issue on the bus. If they don't feel comfortable coming to the bus driver, you can always tell mom or dad or a parent, and the parent can call transportation and relay that there's an issue going on, or they can inform someone in the school. But they should always tell a trusted adult.
Of course, always voice your concerns and make sure that people are aware if you are experiencing difficulties. Now, Tanja,
Yes.
You were talking about an app a little bit earlier in the interview that parents can use to monitor the buses and to be aware of schedules. Could you go into detail on that a little bit more?
Sure. So we have launched a app that is called Bus Zone, 2 words. It launched last year, 2024, at the end of 2024, but it is helping our parents to be able to track the bus. And as long as they set up it correctly, they would need their student ID number, which we can, at the transportation, cannot give it to them, but they can contact their school or go into their Power School, and get that student ID. Also, on the school district website, they have an access code that all parents should be able to see on their website, and kind of they need to, if they don't know their student route number, they can always call transportation. I have talked to many parents, and I am here waiting for any parents that having trouble that cannot track a bus to be able to make sure that they're set up properly. And they have like these alert zones that all parents have to set up each route that they want to follow. Alert zones have to be set up, or they will only get a 1-hour window, which is knowing when the child is arriving to school and leaving the school. So it is a awesome app. I have it on my phone, so I track a lot of my buses to make sure that our app is working each and every day. Today we had a late start, so it was a 2-hour delay, and our parents was able to track the bus still. So it is a outstanding app, and it allows our parents to be more informed where the bus is at all times.
It definitely sounds like it. Have you heard any feedback from parents on their thoughts on the app?
Now, I have had some feedback on the app. I have some parents that have reached out to me, and I had to troubleshoot with them because they only set up partial of their app, which is they didn't set up the alert zones. And another thing, they need to turn on a push notifications. That's another way the app communicate with them to inform them that the bus is in their zone, and also set up the arrival to school and departure from the school. So yes, I have had some of them, some feedback on it, but overall I had really good feedback on it.
Sounds like it. Sounds like this app has made a huge difference in helping everybody get back into the rhythm for the school year, and that is fantastic to hear. I got one more question before we wrap everything up, and this question is for both of you. How can parents and schools work together to create a culture of safety around student transportation? Tanisha, we'll start with you.
Communication. Communication is key. We communicate with the district. Anytime we have traffic delays or school issues, or it is all in communication. And if we all on the same page, I cannot say it more, communication. And we have newsletters, we have apps to be able to communicate with our parents, with like Bus Zone. We have our outstanding staff at the district that communicates with our parents through emails, and can call transportation. We have our outstanding dispatchers inside transportation to be able to communicate. So I'm going to say nail it up in all communication to make it safe.
Sheila, same question.
I would absolutely have to agree with Tanisha. Communication is key. We have many ways to communicate with families in the district. We have the district website. We have Bus Tracker. We have email. Bus Zone. There are many communication tools that we use to communicate with parents. And if you're not finding the answers that you're looking for, please call transportation. Someone is always here in the office to answer any of your questions.
Well, it's great that you guys are available to help everybody ease back into the school year the right way. Tanisha, Sheila, thank you both so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thank you for having us.